Moses didn't become the deliverer of his people because everything went smoothly. He became their leader because he was rejected. He led them out of slavery because he had first lost everything. And then, many, many years later, there was someone who did the same thing to save us. Jesus lost everything to become our Savior. But here's the contrast. Moses was rejected because of his mistakes, of course, because of what he did wrong. But Jesus was rejected for doing everything right. He healed the sick, fed the hungry, and befriended the marginalized. Moses had to go through years of humbling and refining before God could use him, but Jesus never failed. He was already perfect, yet he still chose to suffer for our sake. Moses freed his people from physical slavery, but Jesus came to free us from something far greater, the slavery of sin and death. And now, Jesus calls us to take up our cross and follow him. Yes, the cross, the very instrument of execution. And indeed, obeying God, following Christ, can feel like a kind of death. It can feel like the end of your career, the end of your relationships, the end of your life you thought you were meant to have. Maybe right now, just like Moses, you feel lost in the wilderness, uncertain of where God is leading you. But here's the question. Do you believe God is still at work in your life? Do you believe God is shaping you, preparing you, drawing you out for a purpose so that you can help others do great things for God and his kingdom? Because he is. You are his workmanship, and God is not done with you yet. So here's what we need to hold on to. Every part of your life, even the difficult moments, is shaping you into someone who can do something powerful for God. Just because you are in the middle of the story doesn't mean you should give up. Look at Jesus in the desert, in the garden, facing the cross. He never turned back. Instead, he said, "Thy will be done." And look at the incredible things God accomplished through Jesus. The same was true for Moses, and it's true for you too.